What's going on, guys? Steeler here, back again with yet another video. I know what you're thinking. Bad news for PlayStation 4 as it joins the Sub HD Club. How could this be? Now, of course, I'm getting a lot of turds in the comments that are mad, they're furious, they didn't even watch the video, they're just smashing their faces on their keyboard as fast as they can, and it's, it's just frustrating to see a video that's negative, that they perceive to be negative about the PlayStation platform. And really, to you guys, what I have to say is, you know what, if you were as pro-consumer as I am, you would be upset as well. I do not want to see the Xbox One X version of Ark Survival Evolved turn out like the PS4 and PS4 Pro versions. I just don't. So, let's get into the topic at hand. Ark Survival Evolved runs at sub 720p on the base PS4 with an option to move that resolution up to 720p with varying results. Now, of course, I'm going to link everything down below so you guys can check everything out on your own, so you can see it yourself, blah, blah, blah. But the bottom line is, this is not good, and keep in mind, as Dave from Digital Foundry states here, this is release code.
Okay, so we're basically looking at the final release version of Ark, the one that you can now buy on a physical disc. So I guess this is as close to finished as the game's going to be. Obviously there'll be future updates and patches, whatnot, but right now this is kind of the finished experience you can expect when you buy the game.
Now, keep in mind, the game is finished. It has gone gold, it has released, it has been printed on disc, it is no longer in preview, but it will continue to receive support through patches. Now, of course, those patches may increase frame rate stability, but of course, do not look for any kind of visual enhancements on base Xbox One and PS4. Now, things get a little bit worse as they go into the resolution aspect of the base PlayStation 4.
Next up, we have the base PlayStation 4, which has the same normal and detail modes as the Pro, but the resolution counts change once again.
Yeah, so detail mode is native 720p, and then normal mode is a bit of a difficult one. It's roughly around sort of 640p-ish. It's not ideal.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the performance feed out here. It's constant tearing, 20 frames per second on the PlayStation 4, which is, it's a pretty decent piece of rendering kit. So the concept of a 720p game unable to hit 30 frames per second consistently could well be a first for this generation.
That is a very interesting quote. A first for this generation. I mean, look at this fucking line. It looks like I'm on an acid trip right now. Performance is not that stable, and that's more than obvious. On top of that, resolutions are down in the dumps. On top of that, settings across the board, as confirmed by an Ark developer, are around medium settings. Things are not looking good for Ark on the base Xbox One, and especially the PS4 with its 680p mode. So, what about the PS4 Pro? Obviously, that's got to be doing much better, right?
So what's the score with the Pro now?
Right, so in terms of the actual detail modes, it's pretty much exactly the same. We've got native 1080p for detail mode, and normal mode is 720p.
Now, let me stop you before you go and grab a box of Q-tips. Yes, you heard that right. 1280 by 720p, just under 1 million pixels on screen in this mode on PlayStation 4 Pro. And as you look at the frame rate graph on screen now in 720p mode, it is absolutely not great. There are several reasons for this. I think one is a CPU bottleneck. I think the other one is poor optimization. But we can compare this to what the developers have said about Ark Survival Evolved running on the Xbox One X.
And joining us now is Jesse, the co-founder of Studio Wildcard, to give us an inside look at Ark Survival Evolved. What's new for Ark here at E3?
Well, as some of you might have noticed today at the Microsoft conference, Ark is going to be a day one title on Xbox One X.
Okay.
We're very excited about it. We've been working with the console for a while now. And it's amazing. It's basically like epic settings on PC.
Yeah.
We're targeting 60 FPS. So we're also excited on Xbox One X with that extra horsepower. You'll notice less sort of variations in your frame rate hitting that 60 FPS target. But overall, the quality is going up a lot. It would have been easy to say, hey, we've got more power, let's just take the Xbox One version and crank up the resolution. But actually what we've gone and done is brought over a lot of our stuff from the PC version of the game are better atmospheric, so we've got volumetric clouds and lighting now on Xbox One X. We've got higher draw distances equal to PC Epic settings, higher resolution textures. You just get that boost of extra quality. So.
What did you think of the Xbox One X today?
Oh, it's great. I mean, everything from the dev kits, it's so much easier to develop on, all the new features they've added. It's faster in all sorts of ways, especially for us developers. Transferring to it's way faster. It's easier to iterate. In terms of horsepower, I mean, it's just phenomenal. I mean, it's like, it is expensive as a consumer product, but when you think about that price for what you might pay for a similarly spec PC, it doesn't seem unreasonable to me at all. And I think that the stuff like we're able to take advantage with Arc of having a game and making an enhanced version for people who opt in. It's like being on PC, and we want to make the players who go get the 1080 cards or the latest AMD cards. They want to do that to get higher quality graphics and better performance, and that it's exciting to us that there's such a huge bump with the Xbox One X to make Arc look that much better on consoles.
What about PlayStation?
Well, PlayStation, we got the PS4 Pro enhanced version.
Exactly.
That's already out there at a higher frame rate. It's
you're everywhere. That's cool.
Before the X came out, that was the best console version, but it's hard to argue with that 6 teraflops, whatever that means.
I love, you're a gamer, you know this. It's like, how different do you think it's gonna feel?
Well, I can tell you it already feels much more different when you pop in a game that you've been playing on Xbox One and it's enhanced for Xbox One X.
So PS4 Pro versus Xbox One X, how much different will it be?
Oh, I mean, I would say probably 50% in terms of
Are you going to have
speed
same frame
stuff.
rate, same everything on PS4 Pro versus One X, you think?
In our game?
Yeah.
It's not really possible. There's a couple reasons for that. The Xbox One X not only has faster processing, it has a lot more RAM too. So that's why we're able to put in all the extra draw distances, all the extra meshes, high resolution textures.
So 60 on One X?
Yeah. Yeah. And variable frame rate, like I said, it's an online game, so there's all sorts of crazy stuff going on. But I think one of the big differentiating factors with that for us is that there was a console version that we kind of made like targeted medium settings on PC. And with this, we're actually now targeting sort of our epic settings, which is our high-end quality, which we're really excited about.
Now, as you guys see, the game is looking absolutely phenomenal on the Xbox One X, and aside from its variable frame rate, I am really excited to see how this game turns out running on the Xbox One X. As the developer confirmed in that short interview, volumetric clouds, the best textures, the best draw distance, better foliage, so much more are available in the Xbox One X version and the Xbox One X version alone. No other console has access to those features. On top of this, and this has been confirmed since E3, the game will be rendered at 1440p resolution on the Xbox One X. So, be sure and check it out if you're an Arc fan, no matter what platform you prefer. And of course, if you like this video, hit that like button. If you really want to support the channel, consider becoming a patron. I've got all kinds of Patreon rewards for you. Check that link in the description. Follow me on Twitter at dealer_gaming. And of course, subscribe for more stuff like this. I'm Dealer, and I'm out.
And like that,